Oopsie. Yeah. How's it going, everyone? Juan Romero here, back with another review. This is MotoGP 20 on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I remember playing a racer called Super Monaco GP on the Sega Mega Drive and thinking at the time it was the most realistic racing game that I could have ever imagined. Ever since, I've been drawn to simulation races just as much as arcade races, actually. And then there's those wonderful in-between games like Gran Turismo, possibly the greatest simcade game of all time. Or does that honour belong to Forza? I'll let you discuss that, but I'm going off the beaten track. I'm a car man, but beastly superbikes also very much pique my interest. I'm no avid fan of watching MotoGP, but I do like playing games like these. Is it any good though, and is it worth your hard-earned cash? Let's jump straight into the gameplay and find out. First of all, this is a comprehensive game, so if you like MotoGP, there's going to be a chance that you're going to love this. Here you have the official teams, face scans of the riders, and even the team managers are here. Think of this as the FIFA of racing games with all the official licensing to give it that authenticity some will crave. The first mode which really drew me in though was the managerial career mode, where you can either join a 2020 team and race together with the official riders or just join a totally brand new team. There's loads of customization here, from the number you choose for the rider, the motorbikes themselves, to the helmet and what your driver looks like. Once in the career mode, you have the calendar to see when your next events are coming up, and if there's none, then you can go off for a spot of testing. Even the testing feels like you get something out of it, testing packs to see if you can improve your superbike. You get to have your own personal manager, technical staff, engineers, and you can pour money into research and development. It's very engrossing, and it's going to take hours and hours of your time if you let it. Each weekend consists of Friday's free practice 1 and 2, where you get to know the track. Saturday, there's another couple of practice sessions before going into qualifying to see where you will place for Sunday's race. You can toggle whether you want to do all of these or a mixture, or just the race itself, although you will start at the back of the grid if you do not qualify. Once into the race, the physics of the bikes feel weighty and pretty difficult to control. These are absolute beasts and is the nature of the sport, and I'm glad that it felt right to me. You need to understand the lines of the tracks, and you can only do that with practice. At first, you'll be coming off your bike more than staying on, as one touch of the grass can send you tumbling. Hit another biker and you're probably going to be flying like Superman onto the track. How these guys get up again is beyond me. Handily, there is a bunch of assists that you can turn on and off at your leisure. There is assisted braking, trajectories, and a rewind button should you need to use it during races, qualifying, or whatever you need. Some people will no doubt need these, as it is a tough game, but one that I found very enjoyable. Before races, you can play around with how much you fuel your bike in case you want to make it quicker by having less fuel. And you'll also have to manage your tyres between practice, qualifying, and the race itself, so you have to make sure you don't use them all up. You can also get your track engineers to sort out things that are bothering you, such as the responsiveness of the bike. Is it leaning either too fast or too slow? It's mind-boggling some of the stuff you can do here. You can upgrade the engine. There's all sorts of things you can do. The races feel fast, and the AI is never too good that you can never get back into the race, which makes it fun. I have to say, the AI is rather good here. I was pretty impressed. You know, when you're racing on a track that's wet, they're falling over and they're making mistakes just as you are. So I was glad to see that. If career mode is too deep though, there are other modes like quick modes where you can take part in a local Grand Prix, time trial, or start a new championship. There's the option for local multiplayer, but sadly I didn't see any split screen modes or online modes here. There's also the historic mode where you can take part in a number of challenges which are randomly generated. Here you can unlock new riders and superbikes. There's even a market where you can buy them with coin you've collected in the challenge. challenges. Items are broken down into common and rare stuff, so it's addictive trying to collect it all, especially trying to collect all of those riders, especially if you've got some favourites, which is a welcome distraction. So overall, I was rather impressed. Audio for me in games like this is really important, and I was impressed here again. The motorbikes sound powerful. I love it when you let go of the throttle and you hear those pops from the exhaust, and they sound meaty. It's a real sensory experience, and I do feel that they got it right here. There is commentators at the beginning of each race setting the stall. Sounds very good indeed.
We are live from the starting grid, where the cameras are lingering on the favourite riders for today. A few minutes to go, and finally the spectacle.
This is a very well-rounded package. In terms of visuals and performance then, first of all, the game runs very smooth, which is super important for games like these. Sure, the visuals are not going to be as good as elsewhere on other consoles, but it plays well, is smooth and handheld, and docked is great too. And I really like the little touches which are here, such as the rider turning his head as he leaves the pits, or waving his hand when some other rider is too close. Sure, they are small touches, but it just makes the difference. The weather effects like rain look great too, and how they affect the slippery tracks. Honestly, it's carnage. Of course, the bikes themselves look absolutely excellent, and I love the fact that you can customize so many things here. The backgrounds are missing that bit of detail, but you know what, who cares? I'd rather take that hit when the game plays as smoothly as it does here. The price of the game for our friends in the USA is $39.99, and in the UK it's $39.99, so if you can buy from the US eShop, we recommend you do so because it would work out slightly cheaper. Now, MotoGP 2019 is still £49.99 on the Nintendo eShop, so this one in comparison, it's the newer game, it's a bit of a bargain then. Sure, the updates year on year are incremental, but if you don't own the 2019 version, then I'd say you're getting pretty decent value for money here. Managerial mode, which will take you many hours to complete, and modes outside of that, which will keep you occupied. My main disappointment at the moment is the lack of online. There's no word from the developer to say this is going to be included on the Switch version, and the marketing only states local multiplayer, yet other systems look as if they're going to have online included. Here's hoping for a day one patch. Before I get into my verdict, if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and bell notification to see when our new reviews go live. Now, I was thoroughly impressed with MotoGP 20. Sure, it's not going to appeal to everyone and it's quite niche, but nor should it have to. This is a sim racer pretty much at the top of its game in doing what it does best with superbikes. All the licenses you can shake a stick at, a comprehensive career mode, which will have you hooked for days, weeks or months, and other modes too, which are pretty good. Audio quality was impressive, and so were the visuals, and the gameplay for me was pretty much spot on, so that's the most important thing here, and the price isn't bad either. An 8.5 out of 10 from me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. If you disliked it, hit the thumbs down option. Leave us a comment, let us know if this is a type of game you enjoy or whether you're going to give this one a miss. What's that backlog looking like right now? If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification. We do weekly bargain videos and weekly physical releases letting you know which games are out on the Nintendo Switch, and also we do lots of reviews like this one. My name is Juan Romero. I'm going to put some videos up now for you to take a look at. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.
While the riders complete their victory lap and return to Parc Ferme, let's take a look at the final ranking of today's race.